Good morning. This is Ain't Nobody Squeaky Clean. And as always, I want to start off by thanking you guys for taking out of your busy schedule to listen to this. Today is the first day of daylight savings, so some of you may still be asleep. But that's okay. When you wake up, this podcast is going to be waiting for you. Today, I wanted to take some time to talk to you about understanding NIL. Many of us have heard this term over the last probably 5 years. On the surface, you may think this is where college kids get an opportunity to make money off of their image and likeness. And that's what it is. But I'm going to take a deep dive into it to kind of explain it to you so you understand why some of these meetings are going on. You may have heard that President Trump has pulled together a cast of different characters to discuss NIL and come up with an overall plan as to how they can tailor this or pull it in. So today, that's what we're going to discuss. So over the last several years, NIL has been dominating conversation in college sports. You're hearing about them everywhere now. Universities are holding meetings with athletes, coaches sitting down with compliance teams, parents are being invited in, and collectives talking about deals. But a lot of people are still asking the same question. What exactly are they trying to do with these NIL meetings? Is it about money? Is it about control? Is it about protecting the athletes? Or is it about protecting the schools? The truth is, it seems to be a little bit of all of that. So today I want to break down what NIL actually is, why these meetings are happening, and what it means for these young athletes moving forward. First, let's define it. NIL stands for name, image, and likeness. It means college athletes can now make money using their personal brand. For decades, athletes generated billions of dollars for universities, television networks, and sponsors, but the players themselves, they were not allowed to earn anything. Not from endorsements, not from appearances, not from autographs. I saw Candace Parker on a podcast talking about, if she ordered 6 nuggets and there were 7 nuggets in there, she almost had to go talk to the compliance team because they were like, "Oh, you're getting a gift you're not supposed to have." That's how bad it used to be. But obviously now we see it changing. Okay, so as I mentioned, the athletes couldn't get anything. But meanwhile, coaches were making millions. Universities were selling jerseys. TV contracts were exploding. Those TV contracts, if you saw those numbers, it would blow your mind. And the athlete, the athlete got a scholarship, but that was about it. And I know a lot of people say, well, hey, I didn't get a scholarship to college. Yeah, but trust me, you also didn't put in the work that an athlete is putting in. So anyway, I digress. Now, NIL has changed all of that. Athletes can sign endorsement deals, promote brands, run camps, do social media sponsorships, and build businesses all around their identity. And that's a huge shift in the entire structure of college sports. Okay, so that takes me on. Why are these NIL meetings happening? Why all the meetings? Because the system is still being figured out. Think about it like this. College sports went from a strict amateur model for over 100 years to basically the wild, wild west overnight. Schools are now trying to answer big questions. How do we keep things compliant with NCAA rules? What are the rules now? How do we protect athletes from bad contracts? How do we compete with other schools, recruiting top talent? How do we educate athletes who suddenly have business opportunities? So these NIL meetings are happening for a few key reasons. One, education. Many of these athletes are anywhere from 18 to 20 years old. They may suddenly get offered money from businesses, collectives, or agents. So the schools want to teach them contract basics, taxes, brand management, and financial literacy, or at least that's what they're saying. But let's be real. We know the leaders, the coaches, the administration, they don't like these young kids getting more money in some cases than they're getting. So they want to reel that in. Come on, we all know what's going on. All right, but let's focus on this. They will tell you they are afraid that signing a bad deal early can hurt them long term. So they almost want to scare you into thinking that these people are taking advantage of you. We're here to help. Compliance. Schools have to make sure that deals don't violate rules. That's true. For example, you can't technically pay an athlete just to attend a school. The deal has to involve an actual service, like marketing, appearances, or promotion. So compliance teams are involved in these meetings to make sure schools don't get in trouble. So again, CYA. Recruiting competition. Let's be honest. NIL is a huge recruiting tool. Schools want to show athletes what opportunities exist here. Collectives and sponsors may explain potential partnerships. It's essentially schools saying, we can help you build your brand here. So they don't want to invest in you and then you end up leaving their school for someone else after they put all this money out to have you representing them there. Okay, let's look at the good side of NIL. NIL has opened doors for athletes that simply didn't exist before. A volleyball player can monetize on social media. A football player can run youth camps and actually get paid for it. A basketball player can partner with local businesses and benefit from that. And the biggest thing, athletes can finally benefit from the same brand power that universities have been benefiting from for years. For some athletes, NIL can help support their families, pay for expenses, teach entrepreneurship, and build a brand before going pro. And for athletes who may never make it to the professional level, NIL might be the only chance they have to earn money from their athletic career. Because remember, not everyone who shines at the college level makes it to the pro level. I've seen time and time again where someone who looked like they were really going to do it never did it. So this is an opportunity for them to get in, make some money, maybe become an entrepreneur and take that and run with it. Pay it forward. So, as mentioned, there are some real benefits. Here are some of the concerns, though. Some people worry NIL is turning college sports into a professional free agency. And it kind of is. But you know what? College, in my opinion, did it to themselves. The NBA, you have to be 1 year removed from high school before you can go. So that creates a lot of what they call one and dones. They go to college, have a cup of coffee, play for one season, and then leave and get ready for the pros. You got to change some of that so that maybe that'll minimize this and these guys will go straight from high school to the pros and not have this issue. Secondly, you're seeing a lot of athletes transfer schools chasing bigger deals. Duh. If I'm at such and such tech and they're paying me $50,000 this year, but such and such state calls me and says, we're going to give you $150,000 next year, guess who is packing up their suitcase? Me. I am out. Peace. See you later. Don't let the doorknob hit you. Where the good Lord split you, because I'm out the door. Money talks. All right. You're seeing boosters heavily involved. Everybody wants to win, and boosters see this as an opportunity for them to throw tons and tons of their money to a program of their choice, to get some of their benefits, to have a winning program, to have their businesses thriving because they can take some of their colleagues and some of their business partners to some of these games and watch this incredible team that they've invested in. So they're getting a benefit as well. You're seeing massive NIL packages for the top recruits. So, a lot of things that people think that everybody's getting paid. No, it's always the top people. The top athletes are going to get all the money. It's just like life, right? The top 1% has something like, what, 50, 60% of all the wealth? It may even be higher than that. That's exactly how it is in NIL. But hey, if I'm a top prospect, I want to get top dollar. So I have no problem with that. So then critics will ask, are we still talking about college sports? Or is this becoming minor league professional sports? Yeah, well, we know what it is. Another concern is financial education. Some athletes are suddenly handling six-figure deals without business experience. Well, my argument there is when they go pro, the same thing happens, but now it's seven figures. So if I have an opportunity to handle six figures in college, I may do better with seven figures when I get out of college. But again, without guidance, it can lead to bad decisions, which leads me back to what I just said. I'd rather make bad decisions with six figures than bad decisions with seven figures. So let me get my feet wet. And that's one of the other reasons why schools are holding these meetings. They claim they want to help athletes navigate this new reality. But really, in my opinion, they just want to get their hands around it because too many people are making money that they didn't see making this type of money before. And they want to make sure that they reel it in. Let's talk about the big picture here. College sports are in the middle of a massive transformation. The old system is gone. The new system is still evolving. NIL meetings are basically universities saying, we need structure in this new environment. They're trying to create guidelines, education, and opportunities at the same time. And the reality is, we're probably still years away from the final version of how this all works. This may eventually turn into revenue sharing, athlete unions, salary caps, collective bargaining. But college sports, as we've known them, are changing faster than they ever have before. So, when you hear about NIL meetings, understand this. They're not just about money. They're about education, protection, competition, and opportunity, and essentially wrapping their arms around what the heck is going on. For the first time in history, college athletes are learning how to navigate the business side of sports while they're still in school. And that's going to shape the next generation of athletes, not just as players, but as entrepreneurs and brand builders. And honestly, this might be one of the most valuable lessons they take with them long after the final whistle blows. So in closing, I want to say this. I was an athlete in high school. I didn't play in college. I had opportunities to play Division II level, Division III, but I just chose to get my education and move forward. But I can tell you 1,000% I'm on the athlete's side when it comes to NIL. Athletes for years and years and years have been putting blood, sweat, and tears into all of these universities and colleges and not getting anything for it other than their education. They should be getting paid. These universities are getting billions. These coaches are getting millions, especially I'm talking about at the top levels. But yet, you go out and get the wrong cup of coffee, and it's going to be a problem. You go out and talk to the wrong person, and now you have an issue. So if you can get that money, go get it as much as possible. But understand, you need to educate yourself so that you can manage it accordingly. Because this stuff comes fast and it goes fast. And if you don't take care of it, it'll be a blur and a hell of a nightmare to look back on. As always, thank you for listening. This is Ain't Nobody Squeaky Clean. And until next time, I hope you have a blessed day and a blessed week.